Hello there, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. It's about 10:50 in the morning here on the East Coast of the United States. Late yesterday afternoon, a federal district court judge appointed to the bench by former President Donald Trump ruled in sort of a crazy litigation before him that the January 6th committee of the House of Representatives is a legitimate, lawful committee of the House. You see, the committee had subpoenaed the Republican vendors to the Republican National Committee, people who provide it with services in order to, computer services in this case, in order to find out who at the RNC was involved, if anybody, with any effort to obstruct the counting of votes on January 6th, the counting of electoral college votes. Everybody's familiar with this. The Republican National Committee sued the January 6th committee, asking a judge to enjoin the subpoena to the vendor, the computer outside computer company, and in doing so said they can't issue a subpoena because they're not a lawful committee of the House of Representatives. Judge Timothy Kelly ruled that they are a lawful committee of the House of Representatives. The fact that there are more Democrats than Republicans is an indication not of the lawfulness of the committee, but of the opinion of Republican members of the House of what they think of the committee. Bottom line, the committee is lawful and it has subpoena authority. The RNC will probably appeal this. I don't see it being changed on appeal. At the same time, the committee has indicated it's interested in interrogating and looking at the emails and texts of three Republican members of the House of Representatives. This is where it gets a little dicey and potentially dangerous. Members of the House of Representatives are protected by the speech and debate clause of the Constitution. That insulates them from the consequences of what they say on Capitol Hill, on the floor of the House, at a committee meeting, on their way to the committee meeting, in their offices. It insulates them not only from the consequences of what they say, but from having to explain what they said. So the committee can get this information by subpoenaing the other person in the conversation. Unless it was two members of Congress, then they're both protected. So expect this to end up before the court as well. This is not a black and white issue because the speech and debate clause protects everything that members of Congress say or do unless they commit a crime. So did these three members, and I'm intentionally not using their names, did these three Republican members of the House of Representatives conspire to commit a federal crime? If they did, the speech and debate clause will not protect them. If they did not, then what they say is none of the committee, what they say to each other on January 6th and the days leading up to it is none of the committee's business. Don't look for this to be resolved anytime soon. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.